Talk about, you mentioned you've made mistakes with the 49ers. What is one that comes to mind?
I think we were pretty quick to hire Coach Singletary as the interim head coach and then to the permanent head coach. And it didn't work out. And, we pretty quickly moved away from Coach Singletary. He was there for about 2 seasons. And that was my first real big decision as the president of the San Francisco 49ers. And you can look at that and say, okay, well, it's not right, but I'm going to try to do everything that we can to make that decision look right. Or you can say, you know what, I made a mistake, and now it's time to move forward. And when we move forward, we promoted somebody from within to be our general manager from a team that had not had a ton of success. So Trent Baalke takes over. It wasn't the name that everybody in the press and all your fans wanted to hear. And then together we went out and hired Coach Harbaugh, which was a more prominent name. But, he was a college coach. There hasn't been a tradition of college coaches stepping up to the next level. And again, it's about knowing your personnel, knowing how people are going to work together in a team environment.
Let's go back to Singletary for a second. It's such an intangible. I mean, one measure of it a coach hasn't worked is that he's not winning football games. But it's not the only measure, right? I mean, you could have made the conclusion he needs more time. How do you know that the leader has to go?
Well, I think you get a sense of things of, where are things going? How is the team progressing? Are they really buying into the message? And part of that was me, not putting the right people in place. And part of it was taking a chance on somebody that had never been a coordinator before, but had such a strong presence and just a different outlook on the game. And again, I'd be willing to fail. I would much rather go 2-14 than 7-9. Because you're taking a chance. You're trying to go for winning a Super Bowl. You're not trying to be, okay, we're 9-7 and it's okay, we didn't have a losing season. That's not what I want. I want to make sure that we are putting a team together that can consistently compete for Super Bowls.